So let's talk about Dolly.
Let's do it.
So Sarah and I met up in January of 2020, I believe, to write Dolly. I had the idea originally of, using the name Dolly as a title, but kind of about like not wanting to be with someone. And I had written the song once and it was not good. I was like, I couldn't execute it properly.
That's just
right?
probably not even true. I don't remember what it was, but Jack is such a talented writer that I don't think that that's true.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you. I appreciate you. I wasn't happy with it. We'll say that. And so I called Sarah because I knew Sarah would be able to do it with me. I knew like your lyrics, you always kill with lyrics. I was like, if anyone's going to be able to help me like finalize and actualize this concept, it's Sarah. So I brought Sarah in and we started working on it. We always finish our songs pretty quick. Like I don't remember how long it took Dolly, but it was pretty quick, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we've been doing this for
we've had some practice. We've been writing together for years. Like
So-
oh my gosh, maybe almost 10 years.
Yes, for context, Sarah and I were in a band in high school. Painting Stars. The shirt I'm wearing right now. So we were, little 15, 16-year-olds 10 years ago, writing songs. We were a pop band. We did everything though, like from pop punk to like jazz. Like we did like all different types of genres.
Basically, I would like write my little Taylor Swifty songs and then take them to Jack and he would make them like punk and fun.
And more rock. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was such a great like first like experience doing that because like I love doing that. And that's actually what we talked about in my podcast with Amy Asher about conversations. Kind of what we did was like it was completely different and then we switched it completely.
That's right, yeah.
But yes, let's not get too off track. Basically, Sarah and I have been writing together for 10 plus years because of high school and being in a band, Painting Stars. Shout out Painting Stars. So we wrote Dolly January 2020 really quickly. We put it out as a single a couple months after that. And it was, it is. The version that is released is more like R&B, kind of like hip-hoppy, like melodic still. And I'm excited for y'all to hear the new acoustic version that we've got going on. But very different than what my style is right now. But I really like that because it's a little bit different. And when I perform it live now, we do it a lot more pop punk and a lot more like Dress by Charlotte Sands. It's like very, very pop, but then when she plays it live, it's like super rock and punk.
Because the structure's there.
Yes, it's a good song regardless of production, right? Yeah. So very different. If y'all are going to go listen to it, you're going to be a little shocked that it's not punk, but you know what it is. So where do we go from there?
Well, do you want to talk about when we wrote it?
Yes.
Like,
so,
okay, first of all, Dolly Parton.
Duh.
Like,
yes.
We had to do something for Dolly, at least that involved Dolly. And but then like the bridge is
Thank you for
one of my
reminding me.
favorite parts.
We have to talk about that. We have to talk about that. And honestly, I should probably bring up the lyrics because it'd be so cool to read them out. You want to talk about it as I'm bringing it up?
Basically, like we wrote the song with like it really wasn't about Dolly. It was like about her as the person who reminds you of the guy or girl that you're in a relationship with. And then we were like, okay, now let's really bring Dolly into it. And so then when we wrote the bridge, we like looked up Dolly's discography and tried to get as many Dolly references in as possible when we wrote this bridge. Yes.
So the hook of the song is where is it? It's every time I hear Dolly, I hope from far away you're doing okay. And so it's like I would want nothing to do with you, right? So when we got to the bridge, like Sarah was just saying, we say, here you go again, trying to make your way back in, which is the first. I think it's called Here You Go Again by Dolly. And I won't always love you, baby, I can't play pretend. So it's the I will always love you. Because to you, tomorrow's forever, but to me, the past is gone. Those are some lyrics. I can't remember specifically which song it is, but those are lyrics from Dolly's, one of her songs. And then also the last lyric there is, the early morning breeze is the only company I want, which again is another lyric from a play on a lyric, not the exact thing, but early morning breeze, and so we were able to take all these different Dolly Parton references and then relate them back to the idea of like not wanting to be with someone and hoping the best for them, but not wanting anything to do with them. And we repeat that in the bridge there and kind of just like expound on it a little bit more. But that's definitely the coolest part of the song. And a lot of people don't recognize it, right?
Yeah. It's a little puzzle piece, like a puzzle that we got to piece together.
I loved it. Yeah. And then surprisingly, when we released it, we got in contact with some like bigger TikTokers with like a couple million followers. They posted the song on a couple of their TikToks. I didn't even understand what they were doing. It was like one of those like tricks like, oh, save it and play it backwards to see what the story is. It's just to get people to engage with it, really. I mean, it's smart, right? But that really helped because that then triggered Spotify algorithm playlists. And then like the song, I don't know how many it has now. I remember last time I checked it was over 40,000. So I mean, it's definitely up there. Might even be 60,000 now. But yeah, that was a really cool experience to kind of like have this idea in the back of my head, right? Come to you and actualize it. And then next thing you know, it's on TikTok being streamed by, you know, millions of people because of these accounts that are sharing it, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely wild.
And that was like 2020?
That was 2020.
And so that was like early in on the TikTok.
Early when TikTok, that was when I first got a
thing.
TikTok. Yeah, I was a little late to the game in the first place. But yeah, that was like early in when TikTok was first kind of popping off, right?
Cool.
So where do we go from there? So like I said, I've been playing it out a lot more like rock, punk, and we have this acoustic version coming out soon. It's kind of the bonus track to the Junkie EP acoustic live EP version, because the acoustic or the regular EP does not have Dolly on it, as it's so different, and so this new acoustic version is going to have Dolly on it.
Yes.
So you're going to have 2 cuts on the EP. How does that feel? Anything else you want to say about Dolly before we wrap up? Is there anything else, like funny stories or anything else we can say about it?
Still would love to get this to Dolly.
Yeah. You know what? Dolly, if you're out there listening, we love you a lot.
We do.
Talk to us. Love us, please.
Listen to our song. But I don't know.
One other thing I want to mention is the second verse. That first line in the second verse.
Oh my gosh.
I love what we did. It's last time we talked, I had given up. How come you can't communicate but still talk so damn much?
I think that was one of yours. That was one that Jack just dropped.
The like, talk so damn much sounds like me, but the way it lines up, you definitely got us there. You absolutely got us there.
It's so good.
Yeah, I'm really, really proud of this song, and I couldn't be happier that we wrote it together. I love you, Sarah.
Me too.
All right, we talked a bit about Dolly, so let's shift gears a little bit here. Let's talk about Wastin Away, a more recent release.
Yeah.
We released this in March of this year, of 2020. And we've been working on it for a long time. So we started it early 2021, maybe like spring of 2021. And I think you were over for like something else. You were over to like record vocals on something, background vocals, or like take a photo or something. You were over for something not
and
songwriting,
I
right?
specifically remember I had a timeline too. I was like, I have to. This is going to be a quick thing that
we're doing this, and then we finished whatever we were doing. If it was like background vocals,
probably recording vocals.
I think it was background vocals, yeah. And we finished that really quick, and when we were like, oh, we still have like 30 minutes. What are we gonna do? And you're like, should we start a song? And I was like, hell yeah, let's do it.
Yeah,
let's start a song. I remember you were sitting. I was at my desk, and you were on my bed, right? And you had your phone plugged in because your phone's always dying.
Always.
Classic Sarah. Her phone's literally always dying. But I remember you were sitting there, and I was at the desk, and I think I started playing acoustic guitar or something, and you said, like you kind of wanted to do something inspired by like what's that song called by the Kid Laroi? Without You by the Kid Laroi. Yeah. And we were kind of thinking the melody, and wanted to do something super, super simple but very like anthemic and like singy, like people want to sing it back.
Yeah.
And that's how we landed on Wastin Away. That chorus came out in like literally, guys, like 2 minutes. Like it might have even been less than that.
Yeah,
like we literally da 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 da. And we just like started singing that, right?
Yeah.
The chorus was done in like 2 minutes. Like,
it was one of those things we didn't overthink it. We were just like,
yes,
here are this is what's just coming out.
Yes,
and
we had the idea of Wastin Away. I think we were like, I think you had that idea of like Wastin Away, and I was like, I love it. Let's go with it. And then that hook was done in minutes. Like
probably because we were just talking about how we just like our lives just felt like they were just wasting away.
If you guys don't know, artists and songwriters are very sad all the time. So our lives are always wasting away. So that's what inspired the song, right? Yeah. And so I remember writing that so damn quick. Like literally, I think you had 30 minutes. We were in my room. It was on acoustic guitar. We wrote that hook and that first verse. We didn't have a second verse. We only wrote one verse. We didn't have a bridge either. We wrote hook and verse. And then we were like, this is fucking sick. This is amazing.
Yeah.
And then you had to go. And then I remember putting together a really short demo. I love short songs, y'all. It's my toxic trait. I fucking love short songs. So the song was literally like intro, chorus, verse, chorus, and then I wrote a bridge and then an outro, right? And I knew there was something special about this song when we first wrote it, right? I brought it to my producer, Joel Jorgensen, and he had the idea to add in that second verse, but make it a half verse, which was, spicy. And I love this song so much. First of all, this song was the first release of my pop punk like era, my going back to my roots. This was the first release of it. And it, it really popped off right away, which was really cool. It's definitely the most streamed on the EP so far. And I even got the song title tattooed, y'all. So
oh my gosh, you did.
I have to show y'all. Let's see. I can put my foot right up here. Let's see. So, we got to start with the other foot. So I've got on my right leg the word Wastin right here. Can you even see that? Yes. And on my left leg, we've got the word
so cool.
Away. Can you see that at all?
There you go. Your sock was on it.
There we go. We'll grab a shot later of that close up so that y'all watching the video can see.
That is so crazy. That is the first time someone's tattooed lyrics.
A song that you wrote.
Yeah. That was a really cool moment.
Absolutely.
Big moment.
It's
First
just
time
the
of many,
song
hopefully.
like means so much to me just as the song, right? But also, like I said, it was the first release. It kicked off so many cool opportunities for me. And I just think it also kind of looks cool. So
Yeah.
So where do we go from there? I'm kind of ranting. I'm gonna let you take over for a sec. Where do we go?
I don't remember if we wrote the second verse. Joel had the idea to add the second verse, and then did you write it and send it to me for edits, or did we get together?
I think I wrote it and sent it to you.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we just did it like over the iMessage and over the internet.
Yeah.
And then again, we mentioned it in the other episode, but playing it at Tacos and Tunes all the time. And it was like the song. Wastin Away and High Holiday were like my two songs that all my friends and all the people involved in the scene like loved and like always sang along to and always wanted to hear. And that always was so special, right? Like when I released Wastin Away, I felt so much love around it because like my friends and my people had heard it so many times.
Yeah.
Like it felt so surreal. Like I remember I played around that night that it came out. And one of my friends, Caroline, she was like, "Don't worry, Jack. I got it set at 11:59 to go open Spotify and start streaming. I got you. I'm going to add you to all my playlists." And it was just so cool to see like Nashville come together, right? And just all your friends kind of come together and like just like stream your shit, right?
Yeah.
So it's just the song. I am ranting, y'all. The song means so much to me. It really does. And I wouldn't be here right now, obviously talking with you about the song, but I wouldn't be where I am in my career or, have a team behind me to even make this podcast if we didn't have this song in the first place.
Oh my gosh.
So it's just, think of all the things that came from it.
It started with a song, isn't it?
Oh my gosh,
started
it's all started with a song. Maybe the friends we made along the way were the songs we wrote,
Oh god. Oh god. But I will say the going back to the playing it live kind of thing is really cool because not to toot our own horns, but we set out to write an anthem that people would want to sing along to and that they would know and would be great for live. So
we did it. We did it. Amazing.
We did it.
Y'all might think because it's already out, it's done, but no, that is not the case. I've been going through, we just released the Conversation featuring Kellen Quinn kind of remix feature. And I'm going to do that with a bunch of my songs. And so luckily Wastin Away is going to be next. Hoping to drop in January. But you know how the music industry is. That's probably going to change. But anyways, Danny G. Guys, give it up for Danny G. He is a phenomenal rapper. He is Sarah Underwood's boyfriend.
I'm his biggest fan.
Ooh, spicy. And so Danny G's a great friend. I've known him since college. We were in classes together. We've written numerous songs together. Danny and I have probably written 20 songs together at this point.
You knew him before I did. I'll just put that out there.
This doesn't need to go to this, but long time ago when I met Danny, I said I told Sarah you and Danny would be a cute couple. And she was like, I don't know. Hey guys, I was right. It's 2 years later or 3 years later, whenever that was. I don't even know how long I've been together now, but I was right. Anyways, we'll move on.
Yeah.
Danny G. I wanted him on one of the songs, right? And my songs, High Holiday and Wastin Away, are the most like rappy. Danny G's a really cool rapper. And then I thought immediately, how cool would it be if we brought Danny G in to collaborate on the song that his girlfriend, Sarah Underwood, co-wrote with me. Kind of like a full circle moment of, like my very good friend Sarah, who I was in a band with, who we went to college together and grew up together and made music together, now dating another very fantastic artist who is also going to feature on our collab, kind of who I knew beforehand. And it's just a very big, circle. And I'm so excited to get this remix feature out.
And it sounds so good.
It sounds very fun, y'all. It's
Yeah.
a very, it's a little different than what y'all are expecting.
Mhm.
So I'm very excited for y'all to hear that one. But
Me
that's what's
too.
coming next. And then can't tell you more beyond that, but we've got a whole bunch of stuff in the pipeline. I can say we have the acoustic version of Wastin Away coming too, so keep your eyes out for that. Thanks for being here with me, y'all, today. I am so excited I got to introduce you to my very good friend, Sarah Underwood. She's genuinely one of the best songwriters that I have ever known or met in my entire life. And I'm not just saying that because we're on camera here. I genuinely mean that. Sarah writes absolute bangers. Her lyrics are unmatched.
Thank you.
So I couldn't be happier that I got you to get stuck with me for Dolly and Wastin' Away. But I'm just so grateful for you and so appreciative of you. And I love you so much.
The pleasure's all mine, and it all goes right back at you, too.
Love you.